Alright, back out in the garage. Kind of working on the bench project a little bit. Did the epoxy pour. One of the tutorials I watched said, have a torch handy to when the bubbles started coming up. Well, I got it too hot and I've kind of flash set this, and there's all kind of cloudiness, but you know what? It's going to be fine. Main purpose of the video, I had let's get all these out of here. Mini tractor pull Sunday. This is Tuesday night. Sunday had a mini tractor. It was actually two of them. I did not go to the morning session because, church and stuff. But anywho, my two-wheel drive trucks did not do well at all. That one didn't run right. This one ran fine, except, I don't know if you can see that carnage down there. This gear has slid out and it chewed it up. Actually, unless that's aluminum stuck to the steel gear. It's messed up. No, it rounded the corner of unless we rounded that off when we made it. But anyway, it chewed up that aluminum gear pretty bad. So, my two-wheel drive did not go so well. Did finish, well, flipped a coin and I got 5th place in the Super Stock. Pro Stocks, I got to figure out how to work the tires better. But I think part of the problem with this one was I tried different fuel. I've got this jug of stuff that we tried it at the last pull of that, or one of the other guys tried it and he liked it, said it was good. I don't think this truck likes it. But anyway, this is the normal 30, it's like 35% Traxxas stuff that I normally run. So I'm going to fire it up here in a minute and see if its hiccups go away. If it does, we will know that I can't run the pink fuel in the blue truck. And if I'm not running it in that one, I'm not going to run it in that one. We'll just stick with the Traxxas. I did take some of this Torco 50% stuff, boat fuel. It's what's in here. That's what I ran in the Pro Stocks. My 3-pound Pro that's got the Norvell. According to the guy that knows, he thinks that motor is going south because every time I shut it off, it smoked the glow plug. So that's no bueno. Oh shoot, that's no bueno either. Epoxy there on it. Anywho, so I don't know where my tripod's at. Someone stole it. How would you know? It's here somewhere. It's got to be. I mean, why would anybody steal a broken tripod? There it is. Anyway, try to walk through the garage without dying. Alright, so there's a tripod. That's a little short. Come on. Some things are easier to do. Loosen the lock ring. It turns up a whole lot easier. This will be a bad angle. I'll come over here. Set you up there. Anyway, alright. That's it. Get you down in the tripod. Looking at what we're doing. Kind of like that. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, so we turn the glow plug on. Give me your around test. Give me a frame? Yeah. Give me a frame. Nope, get out of here. That's a whole lot more normal. I don't like the pink fuel, or this motor doesn't like the pink fuel. So, yeah, good times. All right, well, I'll be back when I get around to something else. All right, so working on the pink truck with the burnout gear. Man, that thing is just, I slid it back, the set screw was really loose. I was able to slide it back in, but it's like lost half the teeth off of that. It's just, anyway, so I made a mark, counted 10, made another mark. Anyway, turns out it's a 58 tooth gear. I got this little toolbox I take with me to pulls. It's got all kinds of gears and empty bags and brand new Norvell motors and stuff in it. The surgical scissors. It's not what they are, but I did use them to do some minor surgery to myself once. But anyway, in the process of digging around down in there, I found not one. That one's brand new. Not one 58 tooth gear, but two. That one might be brand new. Nope, that one's worn. That says worn on it. But this one's double set screwed, so I think we'll put the worn one back on there. That should just... yeah, I'm gonna have to get the Allen wrench out probably. One of these screws is sticking in far enough that it doesn't want to. Not an easy thing to do one-handed. I think it's that one. Anyway, are you watching what I'm doing here? It looks like it ought to just go in there, but it don't want to. Anyway, why don't you hold on a second? See, there's a pause button on this thing somewhere. Pause you real quick. All right, so I got the gear on. Small Allen wrench. This gear actually had two set screws in it. The one I took off only had one, so I'm wondering if, and as loose as it was, I'm wondering if it came loose and went flying at some point. Anyway, but it's back together. Rolls nice and smooth. It's actually in far enough that we're in beyond the damage. So, yeah, the old pink truck should be back in business. So, I fueled it up. Everybody kind of has their own method for how they fuel them, but they're all about the same. Put the lid on that. We all use some version of a big syringe, flexible hose. The black on the end is the same size tubing as the fuel lines coming out of the tank, coming out of the rubber grommet. So that's a vent line to allow air back in. I don't know that I need, I don't know if I need a vent on there or not, but anyway. And then, anyway, you pull those out and stick the syringe in, and I've actually got a tape mark on mine. Just about everything I got somewhere up right at the tape or a little more is a full tank of fuel. So one of these days I'll pull the motor out of there and clean it up. That's nasty down in there. Is this one that bad? This one's not that bad, but the motor's that bad. That loose? No, it's still tight. I have trouble keeping the bolts on the exhaust manifolds tight. Anyway, so I will flip-flop these. I may fire this one back up again and run it a little bit more just to confirm, but and then we'll stick that one up there and fire it up. And the phone's ringing, so I'll be back. All right, so on the bench project, I had forgotten that the seat base had this big void. I should have set this up last night so I could report it at the same time, but here's what the back side looks like after it's mostly cured, and I've sanded on it some, and when it's fairly clear, I don't know what grit I got to get to get it. I don't even care. probably gonna belt sand this a bunch more, but to get some of the staining out from where the epoxy, or I might just leave it, I don't know. But I gotta get the end needs cleaned up some more, but yeah. So that's where we're at on this little project. Needs a lot more sanding. But I gotta get this side done, because this is the side they are going to sign with these things, the ultra fine point Sharpies. That's where all the guests, and then I got to figure out where the seat brackets fit so that they don't sign and then get covered. Or I'll check with the bride and the groom and say, hey, there's a possibility that if I don't get it marked, they might sign somewhere you won't ever see it again. I don't know. Anyway, back over here, I'm going to fire this one back up again. Let it run for a little bit, and then we'll put that one on the bench and fire it up. See how the gears look and stuff, and then we'll go from there. So, you know, I can just do this into the. Okay, there we go. There you go. Da da da. Power on. That warms up the blow plug. Why is that sitting back?
Phone to check on them.
Okay.
Oh, Laura texted me. What? Sam Meyer? Must have saw the Facebook post.
Alright, we'll try this again. I don't know if we can use that. We might have to edit out some of that last little clip because my wife came out. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Get back up on the get there. That is so much better than at the pull. It wouldn't idle, it would, yeah. We're gonna say this one's good to go on the blue fuel. Put you back, get on the, Alright, try the paint truck and see how it does. You guys still paying attention? What's going on? Oh yeah, you're painting. So, glow plug. On there. Good enough. Whatever. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna call them good. Yeah, gears are looking good, everything is looking good. Just need another pull. Really wish there was a way to build a dyno or something. Test bench or something. But anyway, we're gonna call the two-wheel drive trucks ready to go for the next one. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back.